Hey guys, welcome back to TFBTV Showtime. I'm Luke C, and I'm here at GunCon 2025 in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm here with my good friend Seth.
We'll get it.
From KCI USA, and they've got a couple of new magazines for us and something else special that you guys have not seen yet. So Seth, welcome to GunCon. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's good. It's hot out there.
So you've got you guys are well known for making a lot of cool, like some of the more novel magazines, and you guys came out with the Beta C, like the updated Beta C, and enough people yelled at you that you came out with another one.
Yeah. So with the rising popularity, when we talked about this at last GunCon, I think TriggerCon as well, we talked about this as well. Yeah. So it's been kind of teasing it for about a year or so. But with the rising popularity, continuity of 5.56 AKs, in the competition, or even just generally, I used to be strictly, if you go buy an AK, go buy 7.62. But now, unfortunately, I don't think that's sound advice. So
I think the ammo is a little bit more expensive right?
Just a tad. So you just go 5.56. So we went just big with it, and finally, the 100-round drum for your 5.56 AK is released. It's in production, and we are so stoked about this.
So, what made you guys specifically want to do the a 5.56 drum mag instead of say like a 50-round 7.62 drum mag?
So honestly, kind of the story behind this was actually really funny. So this would have been 2 years ago, like the day before we flew out for Kalash Bash. We were kind of just brainstorming what can we do that's a little different, and within a couple hours, we were able to take spare parts from old products and things of that nature and assemble the first 4 prototype 5.56 AK drums.
So bondoed, top magazine body with a hacked 5.56.
Just about, yes. And those prototypes were still out in the wild, and they were ran at Kalash Bash, and from there, they were received with good response, and we ran with it and took it into true R&D and production, and now it's here and fine-tuned, and we couldn't be happier. We're so stoked. And even more so, when we originally released the original 100-round AR drum, it was before the new crew and everything, and we've even made some updates to that drum as well. If you even look at kind of the aesthetics on the drum body itself compared to maybe drums you've seen in the past, so we made some aesthetic changes along with some interdimensional changes within the body itself to better performance, not only with this new magazine, but the old AR as well.
Right. And you guys said that as part of the treatment, when it goes out of the door, it comes with its own case, and then you guys typically pre-lubricate it with graphite, right?
So they come pretty caked with graphite, but it does have a spare thing as well. If it does run dry, if you run this dry, the amount of graphite that's in there, that's impressive. But you get the graphite, you got the nice canvas bag, and then you got the loader as well, which is extremely crucial because without that, you cannot load this correctly, and you will cause malfunctions and issues within the mechanism.
So it's got an instruction manual for
it's basically got an instruction manual. We are in the process of also revamping all of our old loading videos on our YouTube page as well. It's more updated and more detailed as well.
Cool. So that's the 100-round AK drum mag. How much is it going to cost roughly?
Same as the AR.
Same price.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. And then it's available. It's here now, right? It's available. We're not teasing them anymore. It's available now.
It's finally here. We've been teasing it for a year and a half now. Go bug your dealers. Tell them to go order it. If you have a 5.56 AK and you want to burn it down, especially the rising AK competitions, Kalash Bash.
That or there's FRTs out there for AKs. So
we're looking to grab a few.
There we go. It's right up. This is almost like a renaissance in terms of fun, right? Because everyone likes to take guns seriously. We should. Right?
Well, for the longest time, we took guns super seriously, and
this is fun.
It's just have a good time, and if you don't make rent that month, then I'm sorry.
You at least you shot some stuff, right? Speaking of fun, speaking of seriousness, the AK drum mag is fun, but you guys have just come out with something that's almost like a divorce from your normal product line.
Just a tad. So we are opening basically a sister company, Combat Defense Industries, and basically our lead product going into that is this guy.
Okay, so is this a bump helmet or is this a ballistic helmet? That's going to be everyone's first question because that's always the big argument. Do I get a ballistic helmet? Do I get a bump?
3A ballistic.
So 3A ballistic. Now tell everyone out there, 3A is rated up to, it's 44 Magnum? Right?
Yep, so all your big pistol rounds, 44 Mag 327, and then with 3A you get some light grainage rifle caliber, so M193, like 55 grain,
Right.
like you'll have some slight protection in that regard, but not level 4. By true rifle rounds, you're like
Right.
as nice as this is, it's not stopping 54R.
Yeah, definitely not. That's Swiss cheese essentially.
No, but again, there's pros and cons to all that. So you know, 3A, plenty of
Weight
protection,
savings.
and then it's weight savings. So this is the XL model, and an XL for like my big noggin only comes in at like 3.4 pounds. The large is 3.1, and the medium is just a tad under 3.
Okay. So let's talk about that's materials. Let's talk a little bit about the set of features you guys have put on this helmet, because that's helmets are kind of a niche thing, and even in the gun world, it's kind of odd, right? But night vision is becoming very popular. So
and affordable.
Yeah, and affordable. And speaking of affordable, you said this is what, like $550?
So on the high end, full MSRP hasn't quite been locked in. Mm-hmm. We're looking for a full actual production and brand launch. August, September, we're still crossing T's and dotting I's, some admin stuff getting taken care of. But on the high end, $549.
Okay, so $549, and then for $549, what comes shipped on the helmet?
So basically everything you see here. So you have obviously your shell with all your Velcro for your like tomahawks, battery packs, whatever you need. Arc compatible railing on both sides, battery pack loop on the back end here, fully adjustable straps, as well as a back retention system for fine adjustments on the nape of your head. And then the big thing is up front with our 2-piece night vision shroud. So the original prototypes were a 1-piece, and we decided to go to a 2-piece for better locking as well as better fitment across all of the basically Wilcox and Wilcox clones and different mounts for night vision. So it's a polymer housing with an aluminum billet locking block.
Okay.
It's compatible for your breakaway and everything like that. And then dual bungee as well. So you get a lot of retention, a lot of stability if you're rocking really heavy setup up front, because again, all that weight coming down, like if you're bougie and rocking quads, it's a lot of weight up there.
It's $30,000 just about to fall off of your helmet.
Yeah.
So optimistic timeline. When do you expect the full lineup of helmets to come out?
So if you want to stay up to date, you follow the Instagram. So it's combatdefense.ind.
Okay.
But again, full brand launch, and contrary to KCI, because KCI we have never had like an e-commerce store sell direct to the public, CDI will be sold direct to the public. So we'll be an actual website you can go on, and you can go and buy it from the website, or dealers will also be stocking as well.
Cool. Well, I mean, it's interesting to see you guys kind of pivot from the magazine industry to jump into helmets. Do you mind if I ask you what made you guys want to do that? Something like, was there something you guys saw that the customers need that you felt like you guys could offer?
So all of our all of our manufacturing, to be very clear, is done in South Korea. So our factory in South Korea has been doing ballistic helmets since like the 80s, and using this very cool it's a aramid material and lightweight, and it's like with seeing night vision and like thermal monocles being more, we'll say, acceptable and affordable. You can now, it's not just doing weird stuff in the desert at night. You can use it for hunting. There's a lot of different applications, and we saw a need for a really solid helmet that'll give you the protection that any civilian would need for an inexpensive price point. And again, it's just something different, and frankly, it's not something that you see come up in the Senate a lot to be banned. Along that nature.
The body armor thing is kind of quite contentious, isn't it?
So, and again, like it's something we're all diving into, something that interests us, and so we brought to the U.S. That material with modern U.S. features. Like we tailor this for the U.S. market. And we can risk extremely.
Yeah, we were just talking, I guess, before this on our way into this room. Like, the battery pack features, the fact that your tension adjustment is flush inside the back of the helmet instead of sticking out, allows you for a lot more variety there. So
absolutely, and
kind of a neat feature that I don't, a lot of people probably wouldn't notice. But
well, you see like within the helmets a lot of proprietary systems.
Yeah,
and we will be releasing like eventually Gen 2s and stuff and making upgrades upon this, but we want it to be a somewhat modular system to be able to majority of what you can find, be able to find accessories and everything. So like it's very similar to an OpsCore high cut helmet.
Yeah.
So OpsCore helmet covers, helmet scrims, aftermarket padding, stuff of that nature, all are direct to dropping onto this shelf.
All compatible with it.
Correct. Yeah. So like on my personal helmet, I'm running like an Agilite. So
okay. Yeah. Is there any possibility down the road that you guys will be selling essentially stripped versions of this? Because I know some people like to take their own hardware on like vanilla, like just blank helmets and attach them to it. Is that a possibility?
That's not a discussion we've had yet. Like we have done some cross compatibility with different manufacturers, accessories, stuff like that. Like we know like an actual Wilcox shroud will mount directly onto this and stuff like that nature. We will be releasing more media, kind of going more depth into that. But as of right now, this is as is.
That's all she wrote for now, right?
Yep.
Well, that's really cool, Seth. Thank you so much for showing us the new helmets from it's going to be CDI.
So basically going CDI for short,
Okay.
but the full name is Combat Defense Industries.
Combat Defense Industries.
If you, like I said, if you want to stay up to date currently, the Instagram is live, kind of showing teasers and kind of staying up to date. combatdefense.ind.
Okay, cool. And then of course, like the 100-round magazine from KCI.
KCI USA, yep.
Classic KCI USA, just always making the stuff that we want, but we're ashamed to admit that we want someone to build for us. So
Sometimes you can just have fun. It's okay.
that's right. So thank you so much, Seth, for coming on the show and of course showing us all your guys' new cool new products. And guys, stay tuned for more from GunCon 2025 here at TFBTV and TFBTV Showtime.